Hey folks, what's happening? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Time is around like on the dot midnight, okay, 12 a.m. And I'm doing a couple of reviews. So I have 10 fragrances, and this is one list I haven't done for a couple of days. So I'm doing usual full-on reviews. At the same time, I'm also doing lists now, okay? So if you enjoy this kind of content, you can check it out, okay? And this episode is going to be about 10 fragrances which are affordable, really, really good fragrance for the budget, and some things I bought more or less in recent times. So they're really good fragrances, okay? If you want to get something in budget within, I would say all these fragrances are maximum 35 bucks, okay? $35 tops. And that is, I'm saying, the most. You can get this much cheaper in some other fragrance. I'll mention the prices more or less. Check them out. They're for summer, some for winter, some for formal, some for playful, different types. The first fragrance I'm going to show you is this one. I bought it a few days back, YLY London Sport, and I did waste fair amount of juice of this. Huge chunk is missing within a few days. So Yardley is a budget-friendly house. $15-20 you have to spend, and you can get like a decent fragrance. This one I said I compared it with Lacoste White or Lacoste Blanc. If you like that fragrance, this is more a citrusy version of that. So some people may say it's not exactly like that, less musky, more citrus. That's exactly what you get. Excellent gym fragrance, excellent fragrance for the budget. Yardley London Sport for him. That's the first fragrance, or number 10. Number 9, I'm going to go with fragrance. I think it's everybody's crowd favorite. This is a beautiful fragrance. It's with me for many years. This is perhaps my fourth bottle or so. This is one of the best budget houses or best value houses, if I may say so. Jacques Bogart, the classy, good old Bogart Puram. Such a masculine bottle. I mean, when I saw it for the first time, at first I felt it was a bit cheap looking, but then as time progressed, I got used to it and actually really liked the way this looks. Juice color is beautiful, atomizer built in, and prices are still within $20. So Bogart Puram, when I bought it for the first time, it was 15 bucks, $15 straight. Okay, so 1,500 taka. But as inflation hits us, everything goes expensive, but still $20, 25 bucks. You do not get that kind of pricing on many houses. So Bogart Puram, what you get from this, in short, I would say it's a little bit synthetic version of something like Pure Heaven or Xerjoff Naxos. If you like those fragrances, you easily will love this. But at first, you'll get bit overwhelmed by the harsh opening. If you can go past that, there's this nice little cherry tobacco note, a little bit powdery lavender, and then it gives you the cigar vibe. Okay, so that point, I remember that dry down hits me so hard. It's very close to my favorite Pure Heaven. I just love that fragrance. Very hard to find now. Amazing fragrance, honey tobacco, but that one is much more posh. But for the price, definitely check out worthy Bogart Puram, a good old fragrance. The next one I'll show you a fragrance is a little bit more expensive. These are ones, it's about $35 budget. So it's called Lullaby. Okay, it's simply a fragrance, blue bottle, beautiful. This is, I think, the house. I always forget, man. Luxodor, I think. Yes, Luxodor. Yes. So this house I reviewed 5 to 6 fragrance or more. Okay, what I found about this house, Luxodor, or even Albayt Al Dimashki, these houses, they are excellent in terms of longevity, presentation, value, and juice quality, especially how good they smell. This is not a clone of anything that I know of. If you know, you guys let others know. But this is a citrusy fragrance, and I absolutely love it. It's a little bit powdery, touch powdery. Okay, man, this is a nice little perfume. Okay, this is one of a kind. I don't think any of you have anything like it. Maybe there are some notes you remember, but it's nice, like a powdery, citrusy scent. Good for daytime, summer, work, wherever you wear Prada L'Homme or Prada Amber Purum, you can try that. Nice little baby powder smell as well. So nice fragrance. Okay, so next one, I'm going to show you a fragrance. I would say it's a good fragrance for the value. There are better alternatives to Baccarat Rouge. This is Baccarat Rouge clone. I absolutely love the smell. I will tell you, I love this fragrance. This is Franck Olivier, Pure Addiction. Okay, this house everybody knows is a something like Jacques Bogart, Franck Olivier, Jacques Bogart. They make $20 fragrances. This is a little bit more expensive. I think I paid $30 something, $30 maybe, and it's worth every penny. First of all, look at that bottle, and this is good, beautiful presentation, and big thanks to Kubanos. Okay, the reviewer. He is an awesome fragrance reviewer, amazing guy, very funny, great sense of humor, and he is very charismatic. I saw his video. I knew I had to get this. It smells a lot like Ultra Zest opening. Some of you may say, yeah, I didn't get it, but I do get that beautiful mandarin orange, a lot of citrus, lot of orange, and then you get that typical sweetness of Baccarat Rouge. Um, like agreeable longevity, not crazy, but good for the price. Very polished and very good. So next one I'm going to show you is a fragrance. I would say more or less, how to say, something similar to, you can see up there, Victor and Rolf Spice Bomb Extreme. And I got a dupe of it few days back. Few days, no, it's like last month, and I had to, how to say, blind buy it because I had no way to test it. This was the fragrance. I think this is called Eau de Spice Mark and Victor Extreme by Fragrance World. Okay, when I got this kind of made me chuckle. Many people said, "Hey, this looks funny. It looks like the real deal. If you put it next to the original, kind of looks funny." Nowadays, a lot of fragrances look like each other, but the shape is different. So never mind the bottle. Some people really laughed at the bottle design, but I think it's fine. So it looks like Listerine bottle, people say, but the juice in there. Those who tried it, those who bought it, everybody was impressed by it. In Bangladesh, I saw like those who bought it after the review or blind bought it. Most of them said, just like Anakid or something like a Jack of Cards or Jack of Clubs, sorry, or some of the other ones, like, how to say, the Ghost Spectra. This one is also very solid, and I can assure you, this is, for the price, the quality is very good. You do not get that much of spice like Spice Bomb one, but you get more sweet vanilla, like a little bit, not tame, but less spicy, milder version of Spice Bomb Extreme, but still pretty strong. And I would say it's a good fragrance, powdery, spicy, sweet fragrance for winter. Definitely check it out. So that's the number 6. Number 5. This is a fragrance. I don't know. Should I put it later? I mean, I want to put it so high up in the order today. Okay, never mind. I'll skip it. I'll show some of the other ones. Then I'll show it. Yeah. Okay. So let's go with another one. I'll show you that number 2. But this one I got recent times, and I'll tell you something. I'm gonna let it go because I have many fragrances like it, but I really like this fragrance. It's beautiful tobacco fragrance. This is called Maison Alhambra Lattafa Exclusif Tabac. Look at that presentation. If I asked you, like, if you never knew the pricing or whatever, how much would you guess this would cost? If you didn't have any clue, this looks like a glass of whiskey. Like if you hold it like this, looks like a nice little boozy bottle, nice juice color. This is a clone of Carolina Herrera Mystery Tobacco, or you can say something close to Red Tobacco by Mancera, but no smoke. Okay, no smoke. It's a sweeter tobacco, beautiful, like kind of like a cinnamony, some sweetness, some spices. This fragrance, if you want to look for a good budget fragrance, this smells so much more expensive than what it is. This is like around 30-35 bucks. Get it when you can. Okay, so Exclusive Tabac by Maison Alhambra Lattafa. After that, and the fragrance I picked up, it was total blind buy just to create content because I had reviewed the other 2 from this line. This is called Pride My Oud. Okay, and I think this is I forgot, Afnan maybe made Afnan Rue Broca line. Okay, if you see Rue Broca, okay, the cap says, and really gorgeous. But this is the nicest looking bottle from this line, really posh. So if you see it, it looks like ambery, kind of like Rojada Enigma bottle, and you can tell definitely it's gonna have oud because of the gold. It has a little bit of a ambery color. So yep, pretty sweet rose oud combo with hint of fruits. Very nice fragrance. I heard somewhere people say it's dupe of Creed's Royal Oud or Versace Oud Noir. I don't know if they have a different batch or different formulation altogether, because I have nothing in this bottle that smells like Versace Oud Noir, with all due respect. I mean, I don't smell anything because Versace Oud Noir is not sweet. That one is a spicy, masculine kind of a woody fragrance, okay? But on its own, it's a great fragrance. It's a good fragrance for you to collect. If you're buying this kind of range, it's a very good fragrance for winter. Pride My Oud by Rue Broca Afnan. Next one, oh man, this is getting a little bit difficult. You know why? Because all of them are good. So difficult. All these 3 could be number 1. Yeah, that's how I say it. All 3 I could have placed the number 1, but never mind. Let's go one by one. Next one is gonna be the more expensive one. This is, I think, Sharaf blend, Zimaya. I think this is also Afnan. Okay, people say Afnan. I think it's Afnan sub brand. And this is again like a glass of whiskey, and it's an angel share clone. You guys know that. And so far until now, I reviewed 5, and this is the best of the lot. If you ask me to choose next to angel share, I would choose this. Okay, that good, really smooth blend, really sweet, really long lasting, and definitely check it out for the winter. I love it. And next one I'm going to show you is a fragrance wouldn't make. This is why I started that fragrance from here, this post, okay, this ranking, and I keep switching within in the video itself. Then I made it all the way to number 2. Do you know why? Because I'm so impressed. I'll tell you a story. Let me show you the fragrance. I bought this recent time. I don't know how you're gonna get it. You need to get it. Okay. This is Indian brand Wildstone EDP Whisky. So they have a couple of other fragrances in this line. I think cigar, and then there's another one. But if you get whiskey, what you get from this fragrance is nothing like what you smelled from this house before. Whatever I smelled before in this house smelled very cheap, good for okay for the price, nothing crazy, but nothing really noteworthy. This perfume changed my conception towards this brand. I have massive respect for this brand. Okay, this one I think would say this fragrance quality is some of the top quality from top brands in India. Okay, yes, that's why it's high up in the order. I'll tell you a story. Day before yesterday, I met a brother, and I sort of like went with him, have tea, and then I collected a bottle from him, fragrance. We talked for hours, and then when he came to see me, it was night, like winter hasn't started yet, but a little bit of breeze. So he was standing like 5-6 feet away from me, and then I could smell his perfume. And I'm like, "What are you wearing, brother?" He's a frag head as well. So he said, "Brother, you guess, because it's your hype." Then I said, "Is it Kute?" Kute means basically the unique luxury Kute. Then he said, he's smiling, I'm like, "Is it Kute or Baron or something like it? Because I'm smelling something sweet and, really boozy." Then he said, "I am wearing that fragrance, the cheap fragrance you bought." I'm like, "Which one?" He said, "Wildstone." Then I said, "Whiskey." He said, "Yeah." And it was projecting. I said, "How many sprays do you have on?" He said, 4 or 5 tops. This fragrance continued to project as long as we were there. It was very strong. You could smell it. And this fragrance performance is crazy. Okay. For $15, within $15 budget, you cannot get any better fragrance than this. That's the reason this is number 2. Get it while you can. Wildstone Whisky. I hyped it. Okay. EDP concentration means EDP. Very, very beautiful fragrance. And it does smell like Kute a lot. So what is number 1 today? Number 1 is the fragrance. I could not hold it back. This one takes the cake. This one is a bit more expensive, 35 bucks. 35 bucks, but it's worth the money. It's clone of something very expensive. It's called Divin Aoud. I think that's how I say it, by Fragrance World. And take a look at the juice color. It reminds you of, the bottle reminds you of Rojadav, right? This is a clone of Rojadav Amber Oud. Don't drop. I'm sleepy. I don't want to drop anything today. Okay. So what you're going to get from this fragrance Divin Aoud is what you get from the original, but not those ingredients. Okay. First of all, what you're not going to get that beautiful, opulent, amber oud, fruits, rose, or whatever you get from amber oud. Got some spices there. Extremely oily. The original one is 24 hours on the skin. That's why it's so expensive. But you don't need to spend that much on this. This smells on the dry down a lot like amber oud. Okay, I have reviewed both. Check out my review. And this is a Middle Eastern style perfume, but it has a lot of sweetness. Very beautiful, very bergamot, and some maybe peach or fruit cocktail, something beautiful, rose. That is my number 1 today. This is a fragrance. Okay, so you can get any of these 10 fragrances. You cannot not gonna go wrong. They're all great for the budget. If you have budget of $35, you can get these fragrances. Okay, not all of them, like one at least, or less. Some of them are much cheaper, like Bogart, that one. Okay, but good fragrances. But if you ask me really today, what is the best value fragrance today here? It has to be Wildstone Whisky. Undoubtedly, this is an amazing fragrance. The booziness of this, it's sweeter kind, but it's playful. It's beautiful fragrance. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Sorry, did I repeat that? Man, I'm sleepy. I'm sorry. Good night, and wishing you a great new month, November. Enjoy your winter as you can, and stay safe. See you soon. Bye-bye.